Individuals with a profound understanding of Stoicism's value for silence exhibit remarkable discernment in their speech. This trait transcends mere linguistic precision. It entails a deep awareness of the power of words and their impact on oneself and others. In Stoicism, wisdom is derived from a measured approach to speech, which begins with the recognition that words, once uttered, cannot be unsaid. This realization underscores the importance of thinking before speaking and choosing one's words with the utmost care. The Stoic philosophy teaches us that speech should be rooted in virtue, aligning with principles of honesty, justice, and kindness. This approach to discernment in speech encourages individuals to become more self-aware, mindful of their intentions, and considerate of the consequences of their words. Silence, in this context, is not merely the absence of speech but a deliberate and thoughtful choice, carefully employed when it serves a greater purpose. Stoics understand that the power of words extends to the impact they have on our inner world. Words shape our thoughts, and thoughts shape our character. Hence, exercising discernment in speech involves not only the consideration of external consequences, but also the internal influence of words on our beliefs and emotions. In the pursuit of wisdom and virtue, Stoics embrace the practice of measured, purposeful, and virtuous speech, which sometimes means choosing silence when words do not serve these ends. Self-mastery and emotional equilibrium. Stoicism, often described as a philosophy of self-mastery, places a considerable emphasis on emotional control and equanimity. Those who understand when to be silent possess a high level of self-mastery and emotional equilibrium, in line with Stoic principles. At its core, self-mastery implies that one's emotional responses and behaviors are governed by reason and virtue rather than impulsive reactions. In the Stoic view, understanding the importance of silence is intrinsically tied to emotional control. This understanding arises from recognizing that emotions can cloud judgment and impede the application of Stoic virtues. Stoics practice emotional resilience, allowing them to remain silent in the face of emotional provocation and respond from a place of rationality rather than reacting impulsively. Silence, in this context, serves as a powerful tool for maintaining emotional equilibrium. It is not passive, rather, it is a deliberate choice to prevent unnecessary conflict or discord. By staying silent in the midst of emotional turbulence, Stoics demonstrate their capacity to manage their own emotional responses and to engage with others in a calm and measured manner. This self-mastery allows them to exemplify Stoic virtues, such as wisdom, courage, and self-discipline, even in the face of emotional challenges. To achieve emotional equilibrium and self-mastery, Stoics employ various techniques, including self-reflection, mindfulness, and meditation. These practices enable them to navigate the tumultuous seas of emotions, using silence as a guiding light to ensure that their responses align with Stoic virtues and principles. Respect for listening. Listening is a virtue often overlooked in discussions of communication and silence, but it holds a pivotal place within Stoic philosophy. Those who understand when to be silent also possess a deep respect for the act of listening, an integral aspect of Stoicism that underscores the importance of empathy, understanding, and connection with others. In Stoicism, listening is seen as an active and attentive process, not merely the passive reception of words. It requires a willingness to set aside one's own desires to speak, to be fully present, and to absorb the thoughts and feelings of others. This is a manifestation of Stoic empathy, recognizing the common humanity that binds us all. Listening is a precursor to wise and measured speech. It is through listening that one gains a deeper understanding of the perspectives and emotions of others. Stoics recognize that to respond thoughtfully and virtuously, it is essential to first listen carefully. By doing so, they demonstrate respect for the ideas and experiences of others and, in turn, build stronger and more meaningful connections. Silence, in the context of respect for listening, is a choice that allows others to express themselves fully. It is a moment of humility, where one acknowledges the value in what others have to say and the importance of their experiences. Stoics appreciate that silence is not a void, but a space where others' voices can be heard. In this sense, silence becomes a bridge, fostering connection and understanding in the realm of human communication. Humility and inner reflection. One of the hallmark virtues in Stoicism is humility, which often goes hand in hand with inner reflection. Those who understand the value of silence from a Stoic perspective often possess a deep sense of humility and engage in introspection as a path to personal growth. In Stoicism, humility is linked to the recognition of one's place in the universe and an acknowledgement of the limitations of one's own knowledge and understanding. It is an understanding that every individual is but a small part of the cosmos, and that true wisdom comes from acknowledging one's own ignorance. Silence plays a vital role in facilitating this introspection and humility. Stoics understand that, at times, silence can be a powerful tool for connecting with their inner selves. It is a space in which they can contemplate their actions, thoughts, and moral alignment with Stoic virtues. In silence, they have the opportunity to reflect on their place in the world, their actions, and their responsibilities. The practice of introspective silence allows Stoics to humble themselves before the vastness of the universe and to accept their own imperfections. It is a moment of self-awareness where they acknowledge their own shortcomings, mistakes, and areas in need of improvement. This humility forms the foundation for personal growth and the pursuit of wisdom, as Stoics recognize that they must first acknowledge their own limitations before they can truly understand and live in accordance with Stoic principles. In this context, silence is not merely an absence of words, but a deliberate choice to engage in introspection and self-examination. It is a moment of humility that precedes growth and a pathway to greater self-awareness and personal development. Fostering relationships. Stoicism places great value on fostering genuine and meaningful relationships. It emphasizes that human connection and support from others are integral to leading a fulfilling life. Those who understand when to be silent, particularly in the context of relationships, often possess the ability to create a supportive and empathetic environment. Stoic philosophy teaches that fostering relationships is not merely about one's own needs and desires. It involves recognizing the importance of understanding and supporting others in their times of need. Silence, in this context, is a powerful tool for demonstrating empathy and creating a space where others feel comfortable sharing their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. When others are in distress or need to express their emotions, silence can be a profound expression of solidarity and support. Stoics understand the power of empathetic silence, where they offer their presence and an open heart without rushing to provide solutions or advice. This silence is an invitation for others to share and express themselves without fear of judgment or interruption. In Stoicism, fostering relationships through silence means actively listening to others and respecting their need to be heard. It involves demonstrating that you are there for them, that you value their feelings, and that you are willing to share in their joys and sorrows. Silence becomes a medium for connection, and it communicates the idea that one's presence and understanding are more important than the need to fill every moment with words. Fostering relationships through silence also involves providing a space for others to reflect and articulate their thoughts. This allows for a deeper connection and understanding between individuals, fostering a bond built on trust, empathy, and shared experiences. Silence, in the realm of relationships, is a tool for building bridges, establishing trust, and demonstrating genuine care and support for others. It is an active expression of empathy, respect, and the desire to create an environment where individuals feel heard, understood, and valued. Patience and tolerance. Patience and tolerance are essential virtues in Stoicism, and they play a significant role in the understanding of when to be silent. Stoics recognize that not all situations require an immediate response, and often, silence can be a more measured and virtuous reaction. The Stoic approach to patience involves a deliberate choice to refrain from immediate reactions, especially in emotionally charged situations. Patience allows for a pause, providing space for consideration and a more measured response. This is where silence becomes a powerful tool, demonstrating that one has the composure to stay calm and collected, rather than reacting impulsively. Silence, in the context of patience, is not a sign of indifference or lack of concern. On the contrary, it is an expression of the Stoic virtue of composure and self-discipline. It is a deliberate choice to offer a measured response rather than an immediate reaction. Stoics understand that sometimes the most virtuous action is to refrain from speaking until they can respond with patience and clarity. Tolerance is another virtue that closely relates to the understanding of silence in Stoicism. Stoics recognize that not all situations require a response, and that there are moments where tolerance and acceptance are more appropriate. In instances where others express opinions or views that differ from their own, Stoics understand that silence can be a means of demonstrating tolerance and respect for diverse perspectives. Stoicism teaches that tolerance involves recognizing that others have different beliefs and viewpoints. Silence, in this context, can be a choice to respect these differences without the need to engage in a debate or argument. It is an acceptance of diversity and a demonstration of the Stoic virtue of understanding and respecting others' points of view. In both patience and tolerance, silence becomes a tool for demonstrating emotional maturity and the practice of Stoic virtues. It is a deliberate choice to remain calm and collected, to exercise restraint, and to show tolerance and respect for diverse opinions. Do subscribe the channel and press the bell button and like the video. More content on the way.